let's talk about how many times I've tried to make this video.
Okay.
Stop it! Anyway, I want to apologize to Ashley Kyle ahead of time if she gets offended or upset that I made this video. But for me, sometimes when I feel passionate about something or something inspires me and I want to talk about it and I want to get, you know, my thoughts out there, I do. But this video was inspired by me watching Ashley Kyle's live stream today. And I want to talk a little bit about addiction. Do I have any credentials to talk about it? Nope, I sure don't. Am I saying that I do? No, I'm not. I have an opinion and I have a thought and I have just what I generally, you know, have learned in life, okay? But it doesn't make me any kind of, you know, qualified person to do it. However, addiction, I want to say this. I will personally say, I believe, my opinion, everybody has an addiction. Now, when people think addiction, a lot of times the first two things that pop in their head is drugs and alcohol. As Ashley Kyle was so kind to point out, there are other addictions such as gambling and things like that. But everybody has some sort of addiction. Myself, I'm addicted to cigarettes. Do I admit that? Yes, I do. Do I wish I can quit? Yes. I call myself weak that I can't. But again, I've overcome other addictions or other things in my life that I'm proud of that I was able to overcome. But I just want to say that you can be addicted. Like, I think I have a little bit of a makeup addiction myself because I absolutely love makeup. I love the art of makeup. I love everything. Do I hoard it? No, I don't. I'm actually right now in the middle of doing a declutter. And the girls at work are always more than happy to get my declutters, or like my nephew will be more than happy. I got friends, family, whatever. I'm running out of people to declutter to because now I'm making up everybody else's collection. Anybody want some decluttered makeup? Seriously though. But I just want to say that I'll even, like, you can, hoarding is an addiction. Some people hoard, like I just said, I don't hoard the makeup, but hoarding is an addiction. Makeup can also be an addiction because you buy more and more and more. So, in myself, am I addicted to it? Yeah, I admit that, you know, but, you know, I just started getting back into makeup 3 years ago, you know, because I couldn't buy it for many, many, many years because obviously I had 5 children. So they came first. I would walk around, girl, I still got clothes that I wore when I was pregnant. And my youngest is 16, gonna be 17. So yeah, I still have clothes that I have. So I never bought myself shit for many years, for like 18 years, 19 years, you know, never really bought myself anything. And I want to say my oldest son is 26, but I did buy myself, like, you know, like clothes once in a while, but I never spent money like on makeup or anything for myself. So my collection was at 0, and now it's a pretty good collection. But addiction can really mean anything. It can be anything. I'm just going to throw Rich Lex in the mix because he's such a cutie patootie. I love him. But he collects Beanie Babies. That's now, the word collector and addiction kind of go hand in hand. It's like you're addicted to it, but you can cover it up by saying I'm a collector of it. If there's something that you buy over and over and over to add to your collection, that's kind of an addictive behavior. So that's just what I'm trying to point out, is everybody has some little form of an addiction, no matter what it is. So never pass any judgment on anybody that has any type of addiction before you stop and look at yourself and say, is there anything that I have a whole shit ton of and still buy more? You know, or is there something you do? Some people are addicted to sex. I'm telling you, there are so many addictions out there. It's just a lot of the typical ones that are up at the forefront, you know, like drugs, alcohol, you know, gambling, things like that. If you don't see yourself as one of those, you don't consider yourself addicted to anything. And I would just like to point out that you can be addicted to something, and it's just depending on what it is. So everybody has a little small bit of an addiction to them. But So now I just want to talk about the rewired asshole just a little bit. And I'm not putting his name in the title because negative attention is attention, okay? And I'm glad that his sub count has went down significantly. I am glad that his videos definitely don't get the hits that they used to, and he's got to come out with 2 or 3 videos a day, which is still disgusting. But I just want to say, like, as he, you know, with Ashley Kyle and what he had lied and, you know, said that he did, that man and his mom, and I'm not here to talk about anybody's mama, but they go hand in hand, okay, are the worse to me than John Cookian. They are worse because they literally target people with mental health issues that, you know, mental health, because I struggle with mental health issues. I do. And I've actually, you know, been going through a little bit of a struggle myself with my anxiety. I have been getting way too often in flight or fight mode. I have been way too often taking a simple thing and just running crazy with it. And it's really starting to affect my life a little bit. So I think I have spoken about it before that I'm trying to get my medication altered or whatever because I've been on one particular med for a hell of a long time and I don't think it's doing much for me. I mean, I've been getting I've been going into a few spirals and I need to get myself in check, and I don't like being in flight or fight mode. I don't like that. I can't stand it. But the flight mode is just so, it's such a tough thing. Anyway, I'm going to move on from that. So the rewired asshole turns around and first of all, what do you say that he now has a credential? What is it? A life coach? Please. But they have literally preyed upon a community of people that is a large community that even myself at times can be naive to, because I just sometimes, I'll speak for myself, I sometimes feel like shit, or when I'm in the spot that I'm at now, that I know that I'm kind of spiraling a little bit too much and I need to do something to try to, you know, to get myself back on like regular path, will fall for some of his bullshit. And, you know, the fact that they're scamming people out of their money for having them take courses they're not even qualified to give, or the fact that he's still promoting better health, which we all know has had some damn issues. Now, if you are a fan of Chris's and he has helped you, no shade to you. God bless you. Whatever helps you, I'm glad that you have found something that has helped you, because that's amazing. If something helps you, that's great. But I would also like to point out is there are people out there that can help you that are not scammers. And they might even be able to help you much better than somebody that doesn't have an educational background and real ways to help you. So, but I really, 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 truly put him in a worse light, and his mother than Cookian, because, and then what he did with Ashley Kyle and basically, you know, putting that out for the world to see that he helped her. You know, it's like, first of all, he assumed something, and had that not been true, girl, I mean, the fact is that he can get away with it because he said will remain nameless. And that is the most disgusting part, is that people can't face legal repercussions for some of the shit that they do, because they can hide behind that. They can hide, well, I didn't say your name. Who do you think I was talking about? But everybody knows who you're talking about. And I did see Nick Snyder just a little while ago. He made a tweet that said, you know, don't at him no more of the, you know, rewired souls things. He said his video, he did his piece or whatever, and he's done with it. And basically I responded by saying, I know why they're adding Nick Snyder. I do. And I think the reason why is they want to see him like more exposed, and Nick has a huge platform, and I think that's why they're tagging him in it. But I respect and I agree with him 100%, because we don't want to give him not even any more negative attention. And that is, again, why I'm not putting his name in this video at all, or in the title of the video at all, because I don't want him to, you know, I don't want to give him that negative attention. I don't want people going and clicking on their videos. But just to hear in Ashley's voice how genuinely hurt and upset she was, it just makes me extremely angry. Oh my God, extremely pissed. It makes me very pissed because, you know, to cope with an addiction is one thing. To admit that you have an addiction is one thing. And to get help for your addiction is one thing. But she did that on her own. And to take credit for something that woman did herself, that she should be proud as shit for. She should be so freaking proud. And that she did that herself. He did not help her do a damn thing. Nothing. So you take something that she did for herself, a very good, amazing thing that she deserves the most credit in the world for, is recognizing that she had an addiction and doing something about it all by her. You had no part of that. No, sir, you had no part of that. And to sit there and try to piss on her parade or rain on her parade or steal her thunder or to make it less worthy for her, girl, that's disgusting. So I just wanted to get this out there, and I wanted to talk about it. And I just want everybody, before they go hating on anybody, because she did say if anybody wants to unsubscribe, if people do unsubscribe to her because of this, you didn't need them as a subscriber in the first place, to be perfectly honest. Because all of us are human. All of us have flaws, skeletons in the closet, mistakes we make, things that we don't broadcast out on YouTube. You know, I mean, we have the right, you know, even your bigger YouTubers have the absolute right to have some privacy and some things to themselves. They truly do. But to sit there and try to act like it was you that helped her and take away her thunder and credit, and to say that you did that for her, you're a big piece of shit. But he's a big piece of shit. But I just do want to say, everybody, we all have some kind of an addiction. Something. It could be anything. You can be, again, addicted to Victoria's Secret underwear. My daughter, Megan, is addicted to shoes. She is addicted to shoes. Her room. And the ceilings are high, okay? She's got it. Starts on the bottom, Puma, Nikes, Vans, Jordans, you know, you name it, boom, 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 boom. She's got sneaker boxes stacked to the ceiling because my daughter is addicted to shoes. She ain't hurting anybody doing it, though. You know, it's her paycheck, what she wants to do with her money. Well, it used to be mine, too. But I wouldn't buy her as many. You know, she would want, like, every second week another pair of shoes, and I'd be like, no, 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 no. You know, but I would reward her with the sneakers when she deserved it, but I wasn't buying her a pair every 2 weeks. That was not happening. I have other children. But anyway, it's her paycheck. She's out there. She's earning her money. She can do whatever she wants with it. And I'm glad that, God bless us, not drugs or alcohol. So, I mean, sneakers is one thing. But that's just what I want to point out. You know, you don't necessarily have to be in the big popular addiction things, you know, like drugs, alcohol, gambling, to not be an addict of something. Or you can hide behind the word collector. But it's kind of the same thing in my eyes. But anyway, I really just wanted to make this video and show support for Ashley, because she's an amazing person, and I'm so glad for her. And I hope she spends, I'm glad she got everything off her chest, but I hope she doesn't waste one more second of her life letting this asshole get to her. Not one more second, because he's winning then. Don't let him win. Don't let him win. Just say the big bip bip and move along. Serve him a plate of fuck off, and there he goes. Don't give him any more of your precious, wonderful, amazing life. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm going to continue with my makeup declutter. And I will speak to you guys soon. Kisses.